Well, when I was an actor, I always wanted to be a director. I always kind of had it in my head. I was so interested in what the directors were doing, and I remember as a kid, I would, as much as I could, because they, you go back and forth from school to set, and if you have a few minutes spare time, they put you right in school. But I would try as much as I could to learn about the camera and how it worked and how to load the film and what different lenses meant and why you would light the way you would light and how the dolly worked, how the camera panned and tilted. I just tried to soak up as much as I possibly could on the set to learn how and why certain decisions were made and why one director would do it one way and another director did it another way. I wanted to understand what went into making those decisions. So it was always interesting to me. It was something I harbored in the back of my head that, maybe I'd like to try it. And I didn't get an opportunity until after college. I was doing a TV show that I was acting on called Working. We got picked up for our second season, and they let me do one. And while I understand that that's not always how it works out for people, that they end up starring on a TV show and then they can go do one. Had I not been in that situation, I would have just begged, borrowed, and stole to just get my first shot. Anything you could do, any friend, any call, anything you could do to get that shot, I would have done. And after that, having one episode of a show that you acted on, to go get another job, it doesn't really carry a lot of weight. A lot of the people at the networks and the studios figure, and rightly so, that it was contractually obligated, and well, who knows if he earned that, who knows how much he really did. They weren't going to let him fail on his own show. So I had that first one, and then I just spent years, literally, observing on sets. I called every director I worked with or that I knew when I was a young actor, and every producer, and anyone who would let me just hang out on set. And basically I would just observe, and they called it shadowing or observing. And a lot of directors coming up do that. And it's basically just, the way I did it was just standing behind the monitors, standing in the shadows, just watching how they put a scene together. I would read a scene and think, well, how would I shoot that? And I would make my notes and then see how they shot it and then make notes about that. And I really treated it like a job. When they'd say, yeah, you can observe on a show, I would get there right at crew call. I would be the last one to leave. I was always there. I wouldn't sit down. I just really treated it like a full-time job. And it was so hard. And it was lonely because, you didn't really have anything to do there, really, and you didn't really know anybody. But I learned a lot. And more than learning a lot, I demonstrated, I think, to the people who were going to hire me that I was really committed to it. And based on that, executive producers would tell me now, I'd say, why did you give me that job? Like, you had no reason to. And they said, well, you put in the hours. You seemed like you took it seriously, so we thought we'd give you a shot. And, all that time observing turned into, one shot here, and that shot turned into another one, and, slowly it just kind of snowballed. But it started with one gig, and it's just kind of what you make of it, how much time you put in building your connections, showing people that you're serious, showing that they can trust you. And then once you get that, you just have to do a great job. Be easy to work with, be prepared. I was very lucky, and then I got shows that were great, that were really well written, that had terrific casts, and it just kind of evolved from there.